Hello, I welcome you back once again to another lesson. And in this lesson, we are going to learn two powerful things. And what we are going to start with is how to move our sheet from one location to another. And then we end it with how to get your sheet name using VBA. Now, in the previous lesson, we learned how to copy our sheets, but with this we are going to learn how to move our sheet from one location to another. So with Excel, if you want to move your sheet from one location to another, let's say you want to move this sheet from this position to another place, you just click on, make sure that sheet is activated, or you click on that sheet, then you left click and you drag. You just drag to the location where you want to place it, then you leave it there. So anywhere you just want to place, you can just go and place it there. That's how we move our sheet from one location to another based on the tabs. Now we can use VBA for such purpose. So that's what we are going to do now. So let's go to our sheet. So with our sheet, we have some code here. So for now, let me talk of the first one before we go to the next one. Now, the first line of code, we have created okay, let me rename this one to move sheet. For this one, it does not matter. It has no effect on the code. It will not change the effect of the code. But I just want to make sure that you are doing the right thing, or you are arranging your work nicely. That's why I always want to name my subroutine based on the activity I'm doing and it. But you can give it any name that you want. Okay, now from this line, because the first line is telling us that sheet root, sheet with name root dot move. We have declared the sheet that you want to move. So you declare the sheet name, then you add dot move. Then you also set the location where you want the sheet to be. So either before a particular sheet or after a particular. That's the only two options that you have. Either before a particular sheet or after a particular sheet. So this line of code will send your root. Then the other one also, the second line of code will send VBA after the root. Okay, so that's how it will work. But before to tackle the other aspect, which is what getting the names of your sheet. So for instance, you want to, as we go on, let me announce this. As we go on, there may be, we get to a stage whereby we will be working with our VBA software that users will not get access to your sheet. So there are some softwares that if you have been to my training before, we have I've created stock inventory system, and also have library system. So with that, the person will have access to the forms, but no the sheet will not be visible, the Excel book will not be visible to that person. So in that case, if the person wants to get the names of the sheet that he or she uses, that's where he's going to use this method. So you use this method to get the names, and it will be displayed in the form of a message, a prompt message. And with the prompt message, that's where we are going to use MsgBox. We learned that previously in one of the previous lessons. Now if you want to display a message in the prompt form, you use MsgBox. So with this, the MsgBox, then the sheet is what we are starting with sheet 1. So if you want to display the name of sheet 1, just enter the number of the sheet based on the arrangement on the tabs. You declare the number where that sheet is located on the tab, then you add dot name. So if you run this code, sheet 1 will be the first sheet here. That's in search row column sheet. Okay, so now let's step into it and see. So F8. So the first line of code, let's step into it and see. It will move your root from the position to be after appear. So step into it. Now I can see from the tabs, so I want you to make watch the tabs. So now your root has now moved from the second position to this position. Now VBA will now also move from this position to before your root. That means between appear and your root. So let's do that. You see that one also there. Now let's talk about the message box too. So the first one, let's run it. So now the first one is the message box. That is the name of the first sheet, and it's what insert row column. Then we step into it again. For the second one, it is academy. Then the third one will be appear. Then the fourth one will be academy. Sorry, VBA. Then the other one will be your roots. Then the other one will be John. Then the last one will be sheet 2. Good. So that's how we can get the names of your sheet using message box. But there may be a case whereby you add 7. And message box sheet 7. Sorry, sheet 8. Because there's no sheet 8, it will return an error. So for now, I will end the lesson here and we will continue in another lesson. And I hope you are enjoying the lesson. Please ask questions. So and also practice more and you'll be perfect. Thank you all and enjoy your day. Bye bye.